This week on Hermitcraft.
Nope.
That's great.
Why is mine more terrifying than anyone else's?
Whoa.
Oh,
Take
no.
it away. There we go.
Welcome to the Hermitcraft recap. My name is Pixel Riffs, our writer is LoyXP, and the Hermitcraft server is now running the Village and Pillage update.
Yay!
And right on time to celebrate Minecraft's 10-year anniversary. Except instead of candles, they'll have to blow the server out because it's now on fire.
Why is it so freaking laggy? Are you kidding me? 20 FPS? I had 140 here before we updated.
To wait out the storm of everything working just wrong enough to be irritating, the whole gang got together and moved out to a tiger village away from the original Hermit Islands. Dubbed Hermitville, this naturally generated haven will be their base of operations for the foreseeable future. Or not, since nothing is stopping them from going back to their bases to grab items or continue building. Or in the case of TFC, not move at all, as he doesn't have an elytra and there's no way of getting to the portal to the new lands without one.
Which is why I just sliced a bunch out there. I have no clue. Not the first hint, so let's go in and have a look.
Though Grian, for one, arrived to the meeting place on a slime block apparatus, so there's always options. In the spirit of the update, every hermit was assigned a villager, and every assigned villager got a hermit head for easy identification. Where this is going is a mystery to anyone but Team Sahara, who already thought about kidnapping every available pretender.
That is...
Should we start swapping them around?
No, okay, keep it, another time.
Shh. Hush.
And with that out of the way, let's take a look at all the events and mishaps that occurred on the Hermitcraft server this week.
I actually sent a screenshot over to Iscal and he totally agrees with me.
Starting with Zombie Cleo, still in the update aquatic and still working on a very aquatic project indeed.
I was standing on gravel. I didn't know there was lava underneath it. It fell. Yay!
No, the dying in lava was not a part of that. Having received a care package from False Symmetry to account for the lost wings, Cleo commemorates False as the brave hero leaping in to fight the Kraken, and Corralis as the brave hero stuck in the tentacly grasp of death.
That's great. Thank you, Corralis, for having that expression. That is highly appropriate.
In lieu of the update, Zedaf starts a whole new base, this time in a flower biome, and it's more of a hole in the ground than a base for anything, but I'm sure foxes would feel right at home.
Look at all these beautiful flowers! It's a shame I have hay fever, otherwise this would be an utter paradise.
In playing with the ground and with shovels, an idea crosses his mind, which, as we know, is never good, so a new minigame is created, a race for 2 blocks of grass to spread their roots to the finish line. We wanted on record that he has now made a minigame out of watching the grass grow.
Which mainly involve the killing of grass.
Cubfan, in the meantime, is trying to make a way to his grassy minigame as the nether tunnel to the golf course isn't going to build itself. With False Symmetry as the hub's supervisor, he digs, decorates and logistics his way to the much needed destination, and this is where all that blue ice not bought from Stress Monster comes in handy.
Look at it! Beautiful.
The 1.14 hits him hard, to a point where, eager to play with new TNT mechanics, Cub completely abandons the concept of fortuning ores and decides to store his in tall vats of metal and stone. The idea is simple. Every time you want a fresh patch of minerals, you let a bomb go off in the tank, and because 1.14 TNT drops all the affected blocks, it's as good as using your pickaxe, except way louder. Overall, the Concorp land met the new version with a fairly positive outlook, broken vault door notwithstanding, and Cubfan was quick to outfit local interiors with the new available workbenches that were entirely not made for this.
Yeah, if we take a look at the back side, it looks like an empty bookshelf from the back. That's that. Let's see what else we want to upgrade.
The same goes for Scar, who is seen here using composters for palmwood.
You know, who knows what these actually do functionally? These are just new building blocks to experiment with.
You were on our update quiz, you were told about this stuff. In the absence of his cat Jelly, the most interesting feature to Scar turns out to be crossbows, for their ability to shoot colourful fireworks at people, animals, blocks, and Joe Hills.
Whoa.
Hey, I definitely wasn't doing anything mischievous at all with the super weapon of Concord.
Excited about this development, Scar constructs 2 lookout towers at the mountain in the shopping district, equipped with a ballista to make it clear what's about to be sold inside. That is one sizable party cannon.
Yep. Oh yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Dude,
Didn't do
I'm
as much as I
direct
thought.
killing mobs. I'm direct killing these things.
The aforementioned Mr. Hills continues working on the Parthenon until the update hits, at which point he continues working on the Parthenon, but in 1.14.1.
Because what time is it? It's Hermitcraft Minecraft 1.14.1 time, as the kids would say.
After a brief quest through the Nether to find some sand-smelting lava, Joe at least tries to participate in the update by creating a lectern, although he immediately signs and locks the book he wanted to place in it, so there's clearly still a learning curve.
This is exemplary of how the entire 1.14.1 experience is going to be.
TFC is similarly blindsided by the update, and not least because lighting seems to have gotten kind of buggy. Which is of course great news for the guy who has chosen to live entirely underground. The issues don't end there though, because all the colourful sheep he'd wrestled into his pre-made shearing station seem to have completely vanished, and he's already disposed of the rest of his flock off camera. Now sheepless in Seattle, TFC decides to hunt down some name tags in the hope that naming any future mobs will prevent the same fate from befalling them. Unfortunately, half the villagers in iTrade have also vanished, and the ones who are left, although they are librarians, no longer refresh their name tag trades without a workstation present. TFC ultimately decides that if you can't beat them, you'd better join them, and heads out to the Nether Hub to find out where the 1.14 area is. But as we mentioned at the top of the show, it isn't really possible to get there from the main hub, and he has no way to access the Sky Hub without Elytra and with redstone bugs currently decommissioning the piston bolt. So instead, he tours the central areas of the server, fixing people's lighting issues for them. Impulse hasn't been back to iTrade since the update because his attention has been diverted first by adopting a villager at Hermitville, and second by bamboo. Locating a bamboo jungle at 11,000 blocks from spawn, he gathers enough that he can feed the leftovers to a panda, and returns to his sugarcane farm to make good on his promise of replanting it with bamboo. And then some pillagers show up.
No, please die! Oh, jeez!
Impulse kills the patrol captain easily, but he forgot one crucial factor. His farming area is right next to a village. Well, the raids start coming and they don't stop coming, mostly because they seem a little buggy right now, and killing the patrol captain in each wave of the raid just respawns the raid. Eventually, he gets tired of firing on the Vindicators from a distance and just traps the last guy in the wave instead of killing him and starting a fresh assault. With that sort of taken care of, he can finally get back to what he was doing, lagging out the entire server with bamboo. Or was it cactus? We're not sure.
Let's see if it can handle this. I'm not gonna move a muscle. This is crazy. Did the signal get past the first flying machine? I can't really tell.
Azumavoid 2 checks out the raid mechanics, though in a much less controlled environment and with a trusty Python to back him up.
I totally didn't think about that. Yep, the second we get here, there's going to be a raid.
Just start it up.
I just started it. Okay.
Their raid goes much less favourably, and the random desert village ends up getting completely wiped out by the raiders. Though in the process of defending it, the two got more loot than a hero effect would have given them.
Well, there were 2 of us in the area, and we did see some big crowds of them, so we should probably organise like a bigger group to do another one in the future and see if we get really crazy amount. That is a cool thought.
That is of course after Doc M and him take a tour of the piston bolt and ride it for one last time before their trip into the future. They won't need roads where they're going anyway. Nor walls, nor roofs, really, because Doc's approach to villagers is a little bit unorthodox. While everyone else builds houses for their pet projects, or keeps the houses that were already there, Doc settles for living out of a composter with a lid, which not only makes an effective Oscar the Grouch cosplay, it also completely protects him from mobs if necessary, and acts as the workstation for his retrained farmer villager.
Come on, little Docky, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Hallelujah.
After naming and claiming the villager, Doc showcases an infinite trade exploit where he can trade with a technically unemployed villager by just hiding the workstation, then surrounds him with thorny berry bushes so nothing can pathfind in or out, which I'm pretty sure is the plot of Disney's Maleficent. False Symmetry goes higher and drops a whole magic forest around her base, mostly with custom trees and oversized hand-sculpted mushrooms. The land of the purple gazebo edges ever closer to completion as she adds various houses close to it, both in style and literally, plus sprinkles in village and pillage blocks, lanterns, and such. Though the new lighting engine does a number on the interior of the centerpiece.
Oh, it's bad down there. Okay, well, we're not working inside the base today, that's for sure. Today's episode is showing you guys all of the books.
The move to the natural forest of Hermitville doesn't take her much, and soon enough she has her own big-nosed idiot rocking her head. Too bad her attempts to protect everyone else's ones don't go appreciated.
Villager Grian is possibly gonna have some issues, so let me block him up, because baby zombies will get right in there. You're welcome, Grian.
You said that my villager was kidnapped. Where is this going to be a thing? Are we all just going to start kidnapping each other? Can we do that?
Team kidnapping settles in just as fine on the happenstance, choosing the houses already standing in a row with one another, and forming the Sahara Street, but Stress Monster is also here.
Mumbo's got that one, and Iskal's got that one.
I got the beautiful down one here, yeah.
And then Stress has caused a division among us.
Happy with the game-made house he's gotten, Grian is soon surprised to see Iskal's modification of his apartments. The guy has adopted the modern concrete look of everything architect. Not willing to be outdone, Grian fires back with a plant box and a patio with a burned-out campfire as the roofing material, throwing a very confusing smoke signal in the process. This is where we'd usually go smoothly over to Iskal's section, but in the spirit of Sahara Street, we figured we'd put Stress Monster in the middle of it. Before the Village and Pillage update arrived, Stress was building a birch tree at the Iceberg Fort in tribute to her old single-player series, and liberating this one chicken from ice jail.
Chicken, you're free! Why are you called Fluffykins? Oi!
Discovering the Sky Hub apparently for the first time while trying to figure out a nether route to the chicken ranch, she gets portal happy and also links her HRN station to the hub, creating a scale model of the train engine as an offshoot of the nether hub itself, while the chicken portal was decorated in some very chickeny colours. But once the server updated, Stress joined in the chaos of exploring the far reaches of 1.14 territory and was one of the first to give her villager a hermit makeover.
Yeah, awesome halo.
Hey!
All pray to our new god.
Oh, that might be worse.
She's beautiful.
Oh no, they find it.
We aren't sure what she plans to do with the Stress-tificate quite yet, but after inadvertently moving to Sahara Street, hopefully she won't have too much trouble with the neighbours. Which is probably a mistake, because one of those neighbours is Iskal85. Before the update, Iskal was pretty convinced that the Sahara campus was a mess.
What even is this? Like, what? How did it get this bad? This is a mess. This is a mess. This is a mess. A mess. Mess. A mess. How on earth is this redstone?
And decided to set up a construction storage room so they could have somewhere to put all the spare building resources and shulker boxes, while the store and the warehouse are still a work in progress. He makes a fair bit of progress himself though, working on the interiors, installing an elevator, and converting a grassy courtyard into a zen garden, before goofing off to try out Grian's Elytra course. Once the update arrives, after mourning the loss of cool lighting effects and all of his frames at the Iceberg Lab, Iskal throws himself into the Hermitville project and helps found Sahara Street, adopts 2 children with Mumbo Jumbo.
I think these are our kids, Iskal. I think we're parents now.
Wait, let's block. There we go.
You've had one escape. You're a terrible parent.
One is more than enough, dude.
And turns his humble village house into a modern concrete home where the whole family can live in luxury and eat shrimp for some reason.
Shrimps and cornbread. Shrimps and hot dog bread.
For goodness sake.
Shrimps with burger buns. Shrimps on the grill.
Alright, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
I'm staying. No, keep going.
And finally, the other half of the power couple, Mumbo, starts his week working on the shulker box return system at Sahara, which goes pretty well, aside from that one time a creeper blew bits of it up, but he's torn away from his new train set by the promise of newer and updateier things. He also provides one of the more concise explanations of the Hermitville area, which is a nice moment of calm amid the chaos of the group collab.
If you want to pick up cactus, foxes, that sort of thing, then you're going to have to come through that nether portal. And that means that we needed to have some kind of villagey outpost here with a handful of resources and also just a nice area for you to go through before you go through into the Minecraft 1.14 stuff.
After briefly being turned into a robot chicken, Mumbo casually waits for his neighbours to upgrade their houses before doing any work on his, hoping to have the last laugh, or at least the last brick, in the Who Can Build the Nicest House contest. Instead, he sets his sights on making an industrial-sized cactus farm in between his melon and pumpkin farms. Did I say cactus just now?
And there it is. Okay, so this is how big our
bamboo
farm is actually going to be. All the way from that end to this end. Max height.
bamboo.
Memes aside, yes, it's a bamboo farm, and it already provides more bamboo than anyone will ever need, but at least he'll have plenty of super smelter fuel now he's got to smelt stone to get his favourite slabs. And that's just about it for this week's recap. Our writer is ZloyXP, and my name is Pixelriffs. If you want to watch Zloy reject the superficial capitalism of diamonds and embrace the even deeper capitalism of cryptocurrency, check out his latest Truly Bedrock episode in the End Screen Theatre. Don't forget to leave a like while you're still here and subscribe so you won't miss future recaps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.